Welcome back. You're watching Newsx with me, Malvika, and we're looking at the nationwide IndiGo crisis. Now, amid the ongoing crisis, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has ordered IndiGo to clear all pending passenger refunds without delay. Airlines have also been told not to impose rescheduling charges on passengers whose travel plans were affected. The ministry warned that any delay or non-compliance in processing refunds will trigger immediate regulatory action. However, the flight prices, despite the MOCA's fare caps, continue to be high. Let's in fact take a look at the flight prices today, and we will in fact be comparing them to prices along the same routes last month. Now, over here we have the prices from Bombay to Delhi on today and the same date last month, that is the 7th of November. Now, you can see that Air India tickets from Bombay to Delhi cost 5,500 to around 7,000 rupees, and that same route today costs around 9,286 to 12,823. Air India Express as well from 4,500 to 6,000 to around 10,647 to 12,608. So, these two other airlines, Air India Express, these we know that apart from IndiGo, this is the major airline that functions in the country, and you can see that they have almost doubled the fare prices along this major route. If we also look at SpiceJet and Akasa Air operating from Bombay to Delhi, you can see that last month tickets cost 4,000 to 5,500 for SpiceJet, and today they cost 7,620 to 8,256. Akasa as well 4,200 to 5,800, and today the same route on the same airline costs you 16,405 to 16,805. That is almost 3 times the prices that were in place on the same route last month. Another major route, Calcutta to Delhi, another hotspot for a lot of flyers. Last month, tickets cost around 4,800 to 6,500 on an Air India flight. Today, they are almost triple, 16,560 to 19,779. You can see the massive difference that has come into place. Almost 20,000 are the flight prices from Calcutta to Delhi. Air India Express as well, 4,000 to 5,500. That was all it cost to fly from Calcutta to Delhi, and today it will cost you 11,362 to 22,415. SpiceJet and Akasa, SpiceJet cost 4 to 5K, today it costs 16 to 18,000. Akasa as well, 4,200 to 5,500 was the price from Calcutta to Delhi, and today it is 13,575 to almost 14,000. Bengaluru to Delhi, another major route. An Air India flight last month cost you 5,000 to 6,500, and today it will cost you 16,639 to 49,901. So, another major shocker over here, almost 50,000 to fly from Bengaluru to Delhi when we are already seeing a crisis ongoing when it comes to domestic flights in the country. Air India Express from 4,500 to 6,000, that is all it cost to fly from Bengaluru to Delhi. Today it will cost you 24,806. SpiceJet and Akasa as well, 4,200 to 5,500 was what a SpiceJet flight cost. Today it will cost you 23,911 to almost 28,000. Akasa Air from Bengaluru to Delhi on 7th November, it would have taken you 4,500 to 6,000 rupees. Today, it will take you from anywhere near 19,000 to nearly 29,000. So, we can see the massive difference that has come into place, and all of this despite the advisory, despite the directive for airlines to put in place of a price cap in order to avoid such a situation for flyers throughout the country. Those are the details that we're tracking. I also have with me my colleague Brian Thomas, who is in fact joining us live from Delhi airport. Brian, we can see that despite all of these guidelines, despite these directives, flight prices continue to soar very high. You are at the Delhi airport. What is the situation currently? Do you see flyers that have been impacted currently over there as well?
Well, there is a very important visual that I rather want to highlight from where we are. Clearly, we are at IGI Terminal 1 of the airport, and yes, there have been today 7 to 8 flights that have been cancelled, and we've been talking to people. We spoke to one of the women whose name was Savita, who was affected. Her husband unfortunately passed away in Bangalore itself, and clearly she had to go to Bangalore from Delhi itself, but again her flights was cancelled till tomorrow, and that man who has lost his life unfortunately is alone there while his family is stuck up here. Now what we are showing you, you can see the visuals also, and I want to highlight this very fact since we are on ground zero, and this is the most important visual for today itself, for now rather. You can see there have been tons and thousands of luggages just here. Now these luggages are of people whose flights have been delayed, cancelled. Their luggage have been checked in, but unfortunately they could not be checked in. Their flights have been cancelled. There have been few people who may have rather took an alternate flight, who have gone as a road journey for one place to another, or have just lost their hope itself. Now IndiGo is supposed to hand over all these luggage, thousands of luggage, by tomorrow itself. Again, DGC has also given out a show cause notice to see IndiGo CEO itself. So clearly the situation remains adverse itself, and IndiGo is also supposed to file a response within 24 hours itself. But now what you see are these visuals of the luggages itself, and you can actually understand the dire situation, the ordeal of people who are stuck up here, whose luggages have been here. There have been thousands of luggages just here, and there are people who are crying, who are sobbing. They want the luggages to be back, and they are not getting any hope what kind of response they would be getting, what response they have been getting. We are doing case studies from ground zero. We are talking to passengers, and clearly the situation remains very dire and very difficult at this point of time as we are reporting.
Well, of course, Brian, shocking visuals over there, especially coming in from a travel hub such as Delhi, and to see such visuals, to see hundreds and thousands of luggages just being kept over there of people whose flights have been delayed or cancelled. But Brian, we also have some breaking updates coming in at this point in time. IndiGo Airlines reportedly took to X earlier today, making another apology and extending their gratitude to the customers and staff for their patience during tough times. Addressing the recent disruptions in their network, the message read, "We had cancelled a significant number of flights and operated little above 700 flights as of 6th of December, connecting 113 destinations. The main objective was to reboot the network, the systems and rosters so that we could start afresh today with higher number of flights, improved stability, and there are some early signs of improvement." My colleague Brian continues to be with us live from the Delhi airport. Brian, another statement by IndiGo, and they have been making apologies. They've been saying that they're trying to normalize their schedules as well. But as you just showed us, the impact is still very severe, very massive. What do you think, with IndiGo saying that operations will be normalized soon, do you see that on the ground currently as well?
Well, people are still stuck up and stranded itself now. Like I showed you the visuals of the luggages that have been stuck up here. I'll again just like to show you this very chart that has been played out here, which talks about the delays and cancellations itself. And when you get to see this, you get an understanding that more than 8 flights for today has been cancelled itself. You can see many such flights like Nagpur, then there is Jaipur, all these flights, Bangalore flights, they have been all cancelled itself. IndiGo from early on has been apologizing, has been taking it to platform X to issue their ordeal itself, that what management issues they are facing. But still, when we are on ground zero, IndiGo has been saying the fact that they will be providing food for them, refreshments, accommodations, but still the situation remains very grim. You can see many such flights. There have been two charts separately of different airlines, but if you focus on just IndiGo, you get a great, you get a you get an understanding that Jaipur, you get Nagpur, Mumbai. Mumbai is delayed. There is Itanagar also. So all these flights have been delayed, cancelled. Nagpur is cancelled. Bangalore is cancelled. Jaipur is cancelled. Gwalior is cancelled. So clearly all these flights, Jharsuguda also cancelled itself. So more than 8 to 9 flights for today has been cancelled. Again, the situation still remains better as of now, but again, people are still facing major ordeals at this very juncture itself. And this is not just happening in the national capital itself. It's happening in Mumbai, it's happening in Hyderabad, it's happening in Bangalore. So major international airports are seeing these major disruptions itself. Yes.
Well, absolutely, Brian. Of course, despite the statements, we can see that the impact is still there. Flights are still delayed. They are still being cancelled. Now, in some further updates that we're tracking, IndiGo has also reported an update on operations as of the 7th of December, that is today. The airline said, and I quote, "We are on our way to operate over 1500 flights by end of day. With regards to destinations, over 95% of network connectivity has already been re-established, as we are able to operate to 135 out of the existing 138 destinations in operation. While we understand that we have a long way to go, we are committed to build back the trust of our customers. We would like to thank all of our partners and government agencies for their constant support and guidance." Brian Thomas continues to be with us on the broadcast. Well, Brian, obviously another statement, of course, being made by IndiGo, where they're saying that over 95% of network connectivity has been re-established. But as you just showed us, flights to major cities such as Mumbai, they delayed, Bengaluru cancelled. Take us through the statement made by IndiGo. According to them, till when can we expect such a disruption to get normalized?
Well, it is very difficult to say when will this become normal. Clearly, again, they have 24 hours from their end to reply to the show cause notice to the DGCM. They have tomorrow's time to give all those luggages that have been stranded there that we showed you to give back to them. What you see here behind me are these visuals where you are getting an understanding that the amount of flights that have been cancelled. Yes, they have been seeing all these things on their social media platforms, on their platform X, that they will refund cancellations. They will, also initiate refund processes. But when we are talking to people, the people are saying something otherwise itself. They have been stranded here, and there have been no proper response. They have been trying to talk to the customer care. They are not getting to connect with the customer care. They've been dialing, and no response for them. So clearly, the problem is getting still adversely affected, even though yes, the airline claimed that the flights are operating on 95% today of routes, but when you are on ground zero to report you, the situation talks completely different. So clearly, as we are showing you the ground reality, the situation looks very difficult as well. Yes.
Well, of course, stay on with us, Brian. Now, in some more breaking updates, we're learning that IndiGo has stated that it will refund cancellations by the end of 7th December, that is today. The entire refund process for flights has been ordered to be completed by 8 p.m. on December the 7th. As we reported, the airline has claimed that flights are operating on 95% of routes. My colleague Brian Thomas continues to be with us on the broadcast. Brian, we're now learning that IndiGo has been asked to refund all cancellations by today 8 p.m. Take us through the statements being made by the airlines with regards to the same.
Well, clearly, as per the guidelines, the advisor is given, IndiGo is supposed to give a refund by 8 p.m. itself. But again, the situation still looks very grim itself. People are still frustrated. They have been still adversely affected because of the situation that is happening. Their luggages are missing. They are taking an alternate routes to respective destinations. They are maybe traveling via road. They are choosing railways. They are opting rail routes, alternate flights. So clearly the situation looks very chaotic. But again, what it was yesterday, the situation still looks far better than it was yesterday. But still, people are still facing major wrath of the cancellations that is happening.
Stay on with us now. In some more updates that we're tracking, we're learning that over 100 flights have been cancelled on Sunday as IndiGo continues to face operational disruptions for a sixth straight day. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation has issued a show cause notice to IndiGo CEO Peter Elpers after the massive flight disruptions over the past few days became the country's worst aviation crisis in years. Brian Thomas joins us for more details. Brian, as you showed us, of course, despite the statements, despite IndiGo saying that it is making efforts to normalize the situation, we are learning that even today, as of now, it is just 10 a.m. in the morning, over 100 IndiGo flights have been cancelled all across the country. Have you been able to speak to some people on the ground as well? You know, what is the feeling over there? Because as we're seeing, over 100 flights have been cancelled today as well.
Well, clearly as of now we are here at the very airport and clearly we have some people itself. आपका नाम बता दीजिए. Can you tell me your name as well?
मेरा नाम चैत्रा है. मैं कर्नाटका से इधर कराटे खेलने के लिए आया था नेशनल चैम्पियनशिप को. अभी हमारा चैम्पियनशिप हो गया है लेकिन हम वापस घर नहीं लौट सकते क्योंकि हमारा फ्लाइट्स जो था फ्राइडे था वो कैंसिल हो गया. फिर इधर आकर फ्राइडे हम रीशेड्यूल किया मंडे को और अभी पता चला कि वो भी कैंसिल्ड हुआ है. तो अभी फिर से रीशेड्यूल किया है. पता नहीं कब हम वापस घर चल.
Where were you going to? कहाँ fly करें?
We are flying back to home, Bangalore. Yeah.
And your flights have been cancelled for today. And did you get any response from IndiGo side?
Actually, we didn't receive any prior information as to our flights are cancelled. We checked status on PNR and we got to know that one connecting flight is available from here to Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad to Bangalore is cancelled. And then again we had to come here to get it rescheduled. We have got it rescheduled again via Pune, but they are not sure if that is confirmed or not.
Okay. And you're in the same situation as her. You're also flying back to Bangalore itself.
Yeah, we are actually flying back to Bangalore. From there, I need to go to Mysore, and I have my exams on Tuesdays. And the flight was rescheduled to Monday. Even that flight has been cancelled. And today they have given the other flight. I don't know whether it is going to fly or not. So hopefully we'll.
So apparently IndiGo has also said they'll give you refreshments of anything of sort. Any kind of help that you're getting from them? Did you get any?
No refreshments has been given or no accommodation has been provided from them. And they are also not given the surety that they're gonna claim this or not.
Reimbursements are also like employees are just telling we can apply for reimbursement, but that has to get accepted and then we will get.
Apparently what IndiGo has said also, they are supposed to give you a refund by 8 p.m. today. So did you get any notification from them?
No, we are not getting any notification at all. The IndiGo customer care number is disabled since a week. We are trying to contact them, that is not happening. We have put tons of mail, even that is not working. And we are not getting any updates regarding the flights and I have no hopes that.
What time did you come here at the airport?
We have come like 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you for your time. So yes, clearly Malvika, we've spoken to a couple of people and the situation like you heard from them who literally have appeared for Karate Championship, they are also stuck here.
Of course, Brian, as you saw viewer statements by the customers, statements by those who are flying via IndiGo, and we are learning that no updates are being provided to them, no refreshments, no accommodation, nothing has been provided to them despite the airlines statements being made to the contrary. In fact, in some more breaking updates that we're tracking, we're learning that the central government has fixed airfares for all airlines. No airline will be able to charge more than 7,500 for a distance of 500 kilometers and rupees 12,000 for a distance of 500 to 1,000 kilometer. The maximum fare has been fixed at 18,000 rupees. However, this fare limit will not apply to business class tickets. So those are the details that we're tracking. Manish Mehta, my colleague, is joining me from the Ranchi airport. Manish, इस वक्त काफ़ी अपडेट्स हम ट्रैक कर रहे हैं. ये जो इंडिगो क्राइसिस चल रहा है इसको लेकर कई गाइडलाइंस, कई डायरेक्टिव्स जारी किए गए हैं, बट स्टिल वी आर सीइंग दैट कई इंडिगो की फ़्लाइट्स अभी भी डिलेड हैं, कैंसल्ड हैं. इस वक्त रांची में क्या स्थिति है, आप क्या बता सकते हैं हमें इंडिगो को लेकर इस वक्त वहाँ पर क्या स्टेटस है?
देखिए पिछले दिनों की तरह आज भी अगर हम बात करें तो इंडिगो की कई फ्लाइट्स जो है वो कैंसिल है। मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा, आप देख सकते हैं ये जो डिस्प्ले बोर्ड है उसमें साफ तौर पे अगर देखा जाए तो जो रांची से बैंगलोर की फ़्लाइट है वो डिले चल रही है, रांची से जो पटना की फ़्लाइट है वो कैंसिल कर दी गई है। कुछ फ़्लाइट्स जो है वो शेड्यूल पर है, लेकिन इसके अलावा अगर आप देखें इस बोर्ड पर तो बेंगलुरु की फ़्लाइट जो है डिले चल रही है, पटना की फ़्लाइट कैंसल्ड है। इसके अलावा और भी जो कई फ़्लाइट्स हैं उनको लेकर के भी अभी तक असमंजस की स्थिति बनी हुई है। लेकिन इन सब के बीच मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा एक दूसरी तस्वीर जो है वो इंडिगो के काउंटर्स की है, जहाँ पर अभी भी जो लोग हैं वो यहाँ पर पहुँच रहे हैं और अपने फ़्लाइट्स के बारे में डिटेल्स जानकारी लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लेकिन इन सब के बीच सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि आम आदमी परेशान है और उसकी परेशानी को लेकर के इंडिगो के पास कोई ठोस जवाब नहीं है। अंकल क्या इशू प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है आप लोग
बताइए? प्रॉब्लम इधर
जी जी आप भी बताइए।
प्रॉब्लम यही हो रहा है कि राइट टाइम तो बताता नहीं है, कभी बताता है 1 घंटा लेट है, कभी बोलता है 2 घंटा लेट है, कभी बोलता है 3 घंटा लेट है। आदमी आसरा देख रहा है
और उसके बाद बता देता है कि फ्लाइट कैंसिल हो गई है,
वो भी बोल देता है। तो बैठे हैं।
तो किसको जाना था, किसको यात्रा
को जाना था?
अच्छा आपकी जो बेटी है उन्हें जाना था।
हाँ हाँ।
तो अब क्या करेंगे आप लोग, क्या कर रहे हैं?
वेट कर रहे हैं।
वेट कर रहे हैं। वेट करने के अलावा कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। कहाँ से आए अंकल? रांची के?
हाँ, रांची से।
रांची से आए। तो फिलहाल आप सुन रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर वो कह रहे हैं कि हम सिर्फ वेट कर रहे हैं, इसके अलावा हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। हमारे साथ और भी लोग हैं, उनसे भी बात करते हैं। मैम आप कहाँ से आई हैं? मतलब यहाँ पे आप रांची की है कि बाहर की है?
बाहर की हूँ।
बाहर से आई है।
हाँ।
प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है?
मुझे यहाँ से जयपुर जाना था, हाँ, जो कि कल जाना है, हाँ, लेकिन टिकट इन लोग कैंसिल किए और इन्फॉर्म भी नहीं किए हैं। एटलीस्ट एक मैसेज तो करना चाहिए, टिकट कैंसिल कर दिए हैं। यहाँ से कलकत्ता का तो है, कलकत्ता से जयपुर का उन लोग कैंसिल कर दिए हैं।
और इसके आगे कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन?
कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं किए हैं। वो तो अभी हम वेबसाइट पे चेक किए तो पता चल रहा है कि जयपुर से, ये कलकत्ता से जयपुर वाले कैंसिल कर दिए हैं। वही बस पता करने के लिए आए हैं।
यहाँ पे क्या बता रहे हैं काउंटर पे, आपको क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन?
ये बोल रहे हैं अंदर जा करके पता कीजिए। अंदर वाले बोल रहे हैं कि बिना टिकट का, तो आपका कल का टिकट है तो अंदर जाने ही नहीं देंगे।
अभी आप लगातार परेशानियों से जूझ रहे हैं।
हाँ, अब मुझे जाना जरूरी था, तो अब वो यहाँ पे देखते हैं।
तो बिल्कुल ये काउंटर की मैं आपको सीधे तस्वीरें दिखा रहा हूँ कि कैसे पैसेंजर्स और जो इंडिगो के जो स्टाफ्स हैं उनके बीच कन्वर्सेशन चल रहा है। आप देखिए कि यहाँ पर भी अगर रांची की बात करें तो लगातार आम आदमी परेशान है और इन परेशानियों के बीच जो है जो स्टाफ्स है उनके पास कोई ठोस जवाब नहीं है कि आखिर अब वो जो आम आदमी है उन्हें वो क्या कहेंगे, क्या उनके पास जवाब है। लगातार फ्लाइट्स कैंसिल किए जा रहे हैं, डिलेड चल रहे हैं, लेकिन इसके बावजूद कोई सॉलिड उनके पास इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो पैसेंजर्स को नहीं दिए जा रहे हैं। जी
मनीष, बिल्कुल। और जैसे कि हम देख रहे हैं वहाँ पर कई इंडिगो के स्टाफ भी वहाँ पर हमें दिख रहे हैं कि आपकी उनसे बातचीत हो सकती है, उनसे आप अपडेट ले सकते हैं इस वक्त उनका क्या कहना है इस सिचुएशन को लेकर। क्या वो कोई अपडेट, कोई एक्सप्लेनेशन दे पा रहे हैं इस वक्त वहाँ पर?
बिल्कुल मैं कोशिश करता हूं कि इंडिगो के जो स्टाफ्स हैं उनसे बात करने की, क्योंकि वो काउंटर के दूसरी तरफ हैं, तो वो क्या कह रहे हैं मैं कैमरे के जरिए वो सुनवाने की कोशिश करता हूं। सर क्या इशू हो रहा है?
5 का मेरा टिकट था, 5 तारीख का, तो कैंसिल नहीं हो रहा है। ऐप पे ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, नहीं हो रहा है। और आज का टिकट लिया हूँ, आज का टाइम पे है बता रहे हैं, तो आज का PNR कैंसिल करवाने आया हूँ। टिकट ऐप पे नहीं हो रहा है कैंसिल करने पर।
यहाँ पे नहीं हो पा रहा है,
ऐप पे ट्राई करे तो नहीं हो रहा है। अरे चले गए।
तो यहाँ पर लगातार जो है लोगों को इश्यूज हो रहे हैं। ये भाई कल भी हमें मुलाकात हुई थी, आज क्या इशू हो रहा है आपको?
वही टिकट कैंसिलेशन का लेके आए कि पहले से प्रिपेयर रहे हम कि क्या होगा। कल भी इन्होंने कुछ आंसर नहीं किया था कि ये फ्लाइट होंगी कि नहीं होंगी। अब आज फाइनल करने आए हो।
क्या हम कोशिश करते हैं जो इंडिगो की स्टाफ है वो आई हुई है, उनसे एक बार बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं, हालांकि वो काउंटर के दूसरी तरफ है। कि वो क्या कहती हैं?
E6CJ PZ। I left। Yes मैम।
मैम आज जो फ्लाइट्स कैंसिल हो रही हैं उसको लेकर के लोगों में काफी नाराजगियां हैं, तो उसको लेकर क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग?
बताइए आप लोग।
They can't answer। They don't have any kind of responsibility over here। Just hiding the answers।
तो
Hiding the questions।
तो बिल्कुल आपने देखा सवाल पूछने पर वो अपने सीनियर्स के पास चली गई और बिल्कुल ऐसा ही नज़ारा है कि अब जब भी इंडिगो के स्टाफ से सवाल पूछेंगे तो वो अपने सीनियर्स के पास चले जाएंगे, वो या फिर वो कैमरे को फेस नहीं करना चाह रहे हैं। लेकिन इन सब के बीच लगातार रांची एयरपोर्ट पर भी लोग काफ़ी ज़्यादा परेशान हैं और इंडिगो के स्टाफ्स के पास कोई सॉलिड जवाब नहीं है। जी
Bilkul Manish, thank you so much for taking us through that situation on the ground over there at Ranchi as well. And as you saw, viewers, many customers continue to deal with difficulties over there as well, while the staff has just refused to provide any sort of answers. Now, in some more updates, the Railways has announced 89 special trains across all zones over the next 3 days to help passengers hit by IndiGo's widespread flight cancellations. The move aims to ease travel disruptions and ensure stranded flyers have immediate alternatives. So, a major effort being made by the railways as well. I have my colleague Abhishek Singh joining me live from Lucknow airport with more updates on these impacts being felt. Abhishek, इस वक्त लखनऊ में क्या स्थिति है? वहाँ पर भी ऐसे ही डिलेज और कैंसिलेशंस आज भी देखे जा रहे हैं। लोगों का क्या कहना है इस क्राइसिस को लेकर?
Yes, still today also we can see more than 5 flights are being cancelled by IndiGo. We are just connecting with some of the passengers which are still at the airport and waiting for the clearance of the IndiGo flight. Ma'am, where are you up to?
Yeah, I'm going to Mumbai.
Okay.
Yeah, today I'm having my show.
Okay.
And let's see if I'll be able to fly or not with IndiGo.
Okay.
I got my boarding, so still I have the hope that now I can fly. Yeah.
They are giving intimation you priorly, or is this flight on time, or it has also been cancelled earlier also?
No, it's being not cancelled. They already had given me the boarding pass. So now the flight is on time. Let's see what will be happening.
Okay, you have a show to go there.
Yeah, today I have my show at Mumbai. Professionally, I'm a singer, so our earning is shows, doing shows every day in most of the cities, and organizers are literally, they are saying ki I'll not pay for the flight this much, 70,000, 40,000. So ma'am, better the show is cancelled. So we can't do, because it's a risk for us. So hope ki IndiGo hamari penalty they'll pay.
You are also opting for, you have opted for some other airlines also.
Yeah,
you have seen
Akasa, yeah, I had seen Akasa and Air India, but the rates were so high कि people can't afford that much, double and triple. Why to afford double and triple rate? That's why.
Although government has ordered the IndiGo to just refund the money of all the passengers who wanted to refund it till the evening.
That's really great for all the passengers, because money is very important in life, and if we'll waste like this, then what we'll do? So thank you government.
People are also facing professional obstacles because of these flights.
Yes, obviously people are having so many meetings. Some are having their shoots. Some are having their
family
events.
affairs also.
Yeah, family affairs, health issues. It can be anything. So it's not good for the passengers. Thank you.
You can see the visuals also outside the ticket counter of IndiGo. People are here. People sometimes got panic also because they didn't get the intimation from the IndiGo, and the normalization is not still there with the flights of IndiGo and their schedules, and this is the reason why people are here, and some of them are still asking for the refunds and all, but the notice board, you can say the information board,
yes,
which is shown here, more than 5 flights are still cancelled by IndiGo, and people are, some of them are getting intimations from IndiGo, and some of them are reaching airport, and after then they are knowing they are getting the information from the IndiGo ticket counter that their flight is rescheduled.
Absolutely, Abhishek. Thank you so much for joining us with all of those updates. And viewers, you're seeing still no updates being provided by the airline. Despite the cap, prices of other airlines continue to be high as well. We'll continue to track the IndiGo crisis very, very closely. But for the meantime, let's slip into a very short break. We'll be right back.
यार सोच रहा हूँ पॉलिसी बाजार से टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ले लेता हूँ।